Welcome everyone, I'm Kristine and you are joining me on the mat again for another practice today on our journey as we bring our hands to heart center, setting an intention and then taking our hands high, turning the upper body around to the right, left hand on right knee and then twisting around to the left, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. One more time, each side. Just crossing the arms over, patting yourself on the back. And we're just going to speed it up a little bit here. Doing some back slaps, crossing the arms the other way each time you come back to the center. Interlacing the fingers and turning the hands inside out now as we raise them above our head. Gently releasing and then leaning back as we plant down through our hands that are behind the bottom, pushing that chest forward and high. And then coming into tabletop position, knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders as we run through 3 cat-cows. Inhaling as we dip the chest towards the earth. Exhaling as we curve the spine towards the sky. One more time. Sitting back on our feet and then raising our arms as we come to a kneeling position. Bringing the left foot forward, leaning into a low lunge. Planting down through the right hand, taking the left arm up for a side stretch. And then bringing it behind the back. Tilting that shoulder away from the knee. Framing the front foot. And then coming back to sit on the back heel. Pulling the toes back towards the body as we stretch the back of the leg. Shifting the body weight forward, framing the front foot. And then grabbing the right foot with the right hand, pulling that foot towards the bottom. Leaning into this stretch. Taking the left arm high. Breathing deeply. And then gently releasing the foot. Framing the front foot and coming into downward facing dog. High plank. Slowly lowering the body to the mat. Untucking the toes. 3 cobras. Holding on the last one. Gently lowering. Coming back to sit on our heels again. Raising our arms up as we rise. Bringing the right foot forward. Low lunge. Planting down through the left hand. Right arm goes high. And then over for a side stretch. Bringing the right hand behind the back. Opening the shoulder, the chest. Framing the front foot and then shifting the body weight back so we're sitting on the back heel And then stretching the back of the right leg this time. You can reach for your toes if you want to. Coming forward. Grabbing the left foot this time with the left hand, pulling it towards the glute. Raising the right arm high. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. High plank. Slowly lowering the body to the mat. Untucking the toes, 3 cobras. Inhaling as we rise, exhaling as we lower. 1 more, holding on the 3rd. Pushing back now into a closed-legged child's pose. Knees and legs are together. Our forehead is gently resting on the mat. And we're curled up in a little ball as our arms lay down by our side. Hands gently resting on our feet. Taking the right leg high now. And then bringing it up and over the left. Pushing the heel away from the body. You should feel a beautiful deep stretch in that left glute. And then taking the left leg high. Up and over the right. Coming onto our side now, so pressing down through the right elbow. We're going to do 5 hip touches. And then taking the arm long, so we're a nice straight line from our fingers to our feet. And then changing over to the left side. Left hip is hitting the mat 5 times. Taking the right arm long. And then lowering, coming into boat pose. And bringing the knees towards the chest and taking the legs long. So leaning back and then tucking them in. Do that about 10 times. Grabbing the feet now, and we're just going to rock forwards and backwards along our spine. And then hugging the knees in tight towards the chest. Taking the feet wide now, letting the knees fall into the center. And you can stay with your knees bent or feel free to take them long. And just relaxing. We're only going to be here for a minute or 2. So if you wanted to stay in Savasana a bit longer, feel free to pause the video. Starting to make some movement in the body now, maybe stretching the hands, stretching the wrists, and then rolling over to one side. Gently pressing up into a seated position as we close out this practice. Bringing our hands together at our third eye. May we have kind and loving thoughts today. As we lower our hands to our lips, may we speak kind and loving words today. As we lower our hands to our heart, may we have kind and loving intentions today. Namaste.